Open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Many different designs available in your favorite color. Order yours today at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Check back daily for new designs at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store.
This is the Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze. Blaze? Is that a marijuana reference?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back for another Fat Guy Radio Show. We're happy to be back in your ears and in your eyes on our YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. AK-47 off of the live stream, even during the countdown, chimes in with howdy, fellas, and we send salutations back to you, you globe-trotting AK-47 with your trip to Guam or Saudi Arabia or wherever the hell you went. But
it was my backyard.
Welcome to everybody else. Your backyard has lots of palm trees, sand, and pigeons and seas. Yep. But we are happy to be back. It's another show for all of you. If you're looking at the show live, it might look a little different.
A little brighter.
Whoa. In every instance of the case, skin tone and intelligence, because
True.
we are without the timbering, lumbering DA. He is out on maternity leave. Please don't ask us to explain that.
Yeah, I don't know how dudes get pregnant.
It's a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and a little guy, right? Isn't it?
I thought that was Kindergarten Cop.
Something like that.
Kindergarten.
Something like that. Mostly
it's not a tumor.
Mostly guests like to wait until they're introduced to start speaking, but that's okay, right? You don't have to worry about following the rules.
It wasn't me. My bad.
So, yeah, that was an impersonation. So, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the show, sitting in for DA because my little brother hates me, is a voice and a face that is not unfamiliar to us, but maybe new to a lot of the new fat addicts out there. He has been with a part of BDB Radio Network in what we like to call phase 2 of the demise. And, because the network's slowly falling apart in phases. But Rai Rai was, we call him Rai Rai. He was a part of DT, and Rai Rai is the sole reason to why I have a mocha cub. He is the sole proprietor of bringing us the most sexiest thing that has ever walked through the doors of BDB Radio Network. And Rai Rai is who I would classify as one of the most calmest persons to ever grace the network doors. Not much rattles him, and I don't think I've ever seen him upset, or if I was, it was probably just him shaking his fist vigorously. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, and paneling with us all throughout this entire episode is our dear friend from the past, Mr. Ryan Scott. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Yay me!
Yay,
woohoo!
Yay you! I'm sure there's probably people thinking, well, what happened to him? He got married. And that's
8 years ago. That's not exactly what happened. But yeah, we've been having a good time here.
No,
I had a kid.
Of course you.
And that happened at DA too.
That explains your good times.
Just saying. Yeah.
That explains the good times you've been having, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I understand that. But Rai is, and we'll dive into a little bit more to introduce him to all of you. But he's not new to radio or podcasting at all. He's definitely not new to DT and I. But we're happy that he's here. DT reached out and said, "Hey, you want to sit in to bring some elevation to our ignorance?" And he agreed, so he's here. And we are happy that he is. And DT's here too.
Yeah, it's funny. You say that Ryan's the reason I was brought into the fold, which is true.
Yeah.
And I remember that conversation we had literally out front of his house. And he was like, "Hey, bro, I do this show with this guy. My co-host is kind of not feeling well. And do you want to come do the show with me one time?" And I was like, "Sure." And I remember there's one line in that show because because he had a segment. He had his own show, but then he had a segment on Fat Guy Radio Show.
Yeah.
At that time. And so I'm sitting in the corner like this redheaded stepchild while he's doing his segment. And then you brought me on. You're like, no, we got to have this dude speak on the show. So I spoke and everything. And I remember saying something to the effect, we were talking about Lance Armstrong at the time getting caught again for performance-enhancing drugs and whatnot.
Yep.
And I remember saying that I needed his testicles bronzed on my desk in order to prove he is not taking drugs.
Yeah.
And if I don't have his testicles
I feel like if
bronzed,
you're missing a testy, you're allowed a PED, right? Like
exactly, yeah. So I was like, I want his testy bronzed on my desk, and he's good to go. He can take all the drugs he wants, and because he's only getting half the production of testosterone. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And
your
your jaw dropped.
And you think that was the moment that catapulted you?
I feel that was.
It was your ass. When you got up to come to the microphone, I did one of those old.
I was
look around the
70
backside,
pounds lighter,
and I was like, boom, he's definitely in. And when Ryan introduced the idea of bringing you in, DT, I remember my first response to Ryan. I'm like, I don't trust him. He's gonna steal stuff. He's gonna rob things. We don't have everything in here tied down.
Which was true. I did steal stuff.
He stole pencils and papers, microphones.
I have like 60 notebooks at home.
He's the reason why we can't keep any female interns.
That's true too.
That's true.
I steal hearts and gaffer's tape.
So Ryan, yeah, you're responsible for the most mitigated disaster ever to hit the network, known as the Mocha Cub, and
I'll get you like a, what do you call those? A little gift card to like Staples or something.
There you go. There you go.
It'll fix all the things you stole.
I still need more notebooks.
We did back in the day, and folks, this may be what happens on today's show is a lot of memories. But back in the day, man, we used to have notebooks. I still work with them. I know it's 2021. I know that people, we got iPads out the ass in here. But I still use those damn flippy notebooks, and it's not the full one. It's the little short half ones. DT has one. I have one.
Because I stole it.
I have another one. And another one. I still use these.
When I was in studio, what would make me mad is because Corey does use notebooks.
I do.
And I would always get a notebook, write my name on it, and designate this as my notebook because I needed it for the show, all my show preps and everything, my notes and everything's in there. I would constantly get to the studio because Corey will go in and work after hours in the studio.
Yeah.
No one's there. He'll just go back up to the studio and just do random stuff.
It's what I do.
I will come in on show day, and my brand new notebook would be half filled with Corey notes, and I'm like, or my notebook will be missing, and I'm like, Corey, where is my notebook? And he's like, here's a new notebook.
Yeah, and so then we started to color code them to kind of help, and that didn't stop me.
No,
I still do. I believe I probably still have one of these notebooks that date back to old shows. I have Little Fella Radio Notes notebooks. Believe
who's
it
a
or
big
not.
fella now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hairy and opinionated and expensive. Bright future for you, Ryan. But nevertheless, we're happy that Raya's here. There was a whole opening. I had a little game that we'll play, but maybe we'll do it in the body of the show. But I also want to explain to you guys about a fat moment that came back to bite me in the ass.
Ooh, I'd love to hear that.
And literally is what is the catalyst behind us not having a show last week.
Oh, fat ass biting.
Stick around for
I mean,
that.
it's a large target.
It is. Oh, I'm so that one feeling I had today, Ryan. I came to work with that one feeling. Don't need it no more. You cured me of
Good,
that.
I'm glad.
That one feeling and that one emotion. You killed it. And now my video feed is blinking. This show is off to a rousing start. Good Lord.
Yeah. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. Hey, America. You wanna laugh? How about to get done with the Fat Guy? Yes, we got Corey. He's bougie, yeah. And we got D-Tay. He never does anything. And then D-A. He's lazy. And little D, yo, he's crazy. Put them together, they are fun. Here we come again with the Fat Guy Radio Show. Run it. Radio Show. Radio Show. Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's a radio show, not a podcast, ho. Oh. Boom. Let's go.
Live from Arizona, USA, and broadcasting over 79 countries with more than 1 million downloads worldwide, heard by the best fatnatics. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, home of Arizona's Hot Talk Radio. I'm joined by our executive producer, Daniel D-Tay Taylor.
What's good?
And sitting in for our co-host, Doug the DA, Andrew, the one, the only, Ryan the Scott.
Friends.
And I am your host, Corey Blaze. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show. We welcome your comments on our live stream. To tweet us your comments at Fat Guy Radio Show. We like to having a little bit of a technical difficulty on my end. Don't worry about that. I'm going to fix that here shortly, boys. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive show. We welcome your comments to our live stream. Tweet us your comments to @FatGuyRadioShow or use the hashtag FatGuyRadioShow, all one word. We may read them on the air. You are also welcome to slide into our DMs before, during, and after the show. Follow Fat Guy Radio Show on all popular social media. And today's show, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by our swag merch store, now with more, open at fatguyradioshow.com/store or through the link on any of our social media pages. The swag merch store is the best way to support this show by purchasing a t-shirt, sweatshirt, or any of our items. You're supporting this radio show and podcast. We thank you in advance for your support through our swag merch store. Many designs to choose from in men's, women's, and child sizes and colors. Shop today at fatguyradioshow.com, fatguyradioshow.com/store, and we thank you. I'm having all kind of problems here, folks.
You're gonna have super trouble reading our afterburn reading.
Oh yeah, there it is. Good Lord.
Reading is just hard.
Reading. Reading is fundamental. Well, hell, the gang's all here. Welcome to the show, everyone, everywhere. Ryan Scott is joining us, friend of the show, single-handedly the most calmest guy to ever be part of the network. Married now 400 years with 12 kids. Ryan, I would say that you were the catalyst behind one of the saddest pictures I have ever posted on social media.
Ooh, what was this?
I'm trying to remember this one. Hold on.
You were there, D-Tay. You were there. I will give you a hint. Does the AMC theaters at the Colonnade and a walk around the Biltmore ring a bell?
Yes, we were literally just talking about this the other day too.
Yeah,
was when I was in charge of getting the movie tickets, and I ended up going to the Fork and Screen instead of the Cine Suites.
Yeah, that happened. But what happened prior to that was us walking around the Biltmore, and the Biltmore is an outside mall in the downtown East Phoenix area. It used to be an area of note, and it now has kind of seemed to kind of slip into absentia. But while we stopped in at some pub or some little open bar because of whatever, we were killing time.
Oh yes, because it was the day before Thanksgiving.
Yes, and I believe that it was Rai Rai's birthday as well.
Yes,
I remember
it was a
more.
different. That was when we went and saw Lady Bird. This is two different occurrences. Because
Okay.
the Fork and Screen was when we went and saw Superman.
Okay.
And that was my fault. This is when we had beer, pre-movie drinks. Well, I got there first, so I was at the pub, and then Ryan came and met me there, and then Corey came later.
Yeah,
and the guy was like, "It's the highest drinking day." That was when I learned that the day before Thanksgiving is the most drinking day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was also the time where I believe I snapped the saddest picture that I've ever posted, and I still have that picture that dates all the way back to November 22nd, 2017.
Ooh.
It dates all the way back. Ago. And for those of you that are not consuming the show on video, it is a picture of Ryan facing DT facing Ryan, and no one facing me, with the caption that reads, "No one's talking to me. I'm not cool enough, or my geek's too small." And
look, I mean,
there's the picture. I still have it.
Well, technically, Ryan is facing you.
No, he's not. He's talking
Dang, look
to
how curly
you.
my hair was.
Your hair was huge back then. I don't know why we're having a bad video day, but we're definitely, it's the storms, folks. But it's the saddest picture I've ever posted on social media, and I hold this picture and I keep it in my picture archive to remind me of it. And that same day, DT, we did end up going to the movies because there is a picture of us in the movie theater, and I was definitely 500 pounds lighter than I am now.
Same.
Y'all make me look tall, man. Don't worry, I'm 6'6". They're not that short, guys. I'm 6'6".
I know, I'm 6 foot, bro. You got a good 6 inches on me.
Also, I had like 4 more inches of beard then too, man.
You did, yeah, and hair.
Bro,
I know.
my hair was huge.
You had the Ryan. Okay, I may or may not have.
Ryan used to wear that little pompadour thing.
He had the.
We all looking good. Is all I'm saying.
He had the.
Ryan
Superman,
looks like Aaron Baines right there.
The Superman curl on the forehead, though, right? The Superman curl. Now this picture.
That was the day we met Aaron Baines.
This picture would be. This picture looks really great if it was just this. If I was
fine, zoom it. You can be in it. You can be in it. You don't have to be like that.
I fat the hell out of this picture, Rye. I fat this picture up. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, Instagram and Grindr. This version of it, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
We're looking for the long-term relationship right there.
It just doesn't. Man, you guys were so damn
Christian
skinny.
Mingle.
I was so damn fat. I was just, and I'm trying, and you can tell in the picture, I'm trying to suck it in tight. I mean, I'm
the black Guy Fieri.
I got the fedora on, I got the button-up shirt, and those buttons are just down there screaming, "Son of a Jesus! Don't eat any more of that popcorn! Don't eat any more of that popcorn!"
Well, that's why I was holding it to keep it away from you.
Because this was after the movie, because the popcorn bucket is empty. So I would imagine that we probably
there's a hole in the bottom too, just so you know. That's why I said in the middle.
Yeah, and I tried to eat the hell out that popcorn, and I never got to the bottom. But clearly, according to Ryan's curl at the top of his head, he made it to the bottom of the popcorn. But nevertheless, we had those little moments that I had to fat up and ruin. And it's nothing worse than walking around the city of Phoenix with your 2 skinny friends, and you're that fat third wheel. Or I'm sorry, that fat third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh wheel.
You're the whole car. We're just the passengers.
I'm the car. You guys are 2 pins in the glove box.
2 pins in the glove box.
Jesus, it was hard being around the town with you 2 pretty some of them bitches. It's hard. Ryan is just pretty and graceful, and everywhere he went, it just seemed like birds and pink birds and sunflowers popped out of weeds when Ryan would walk. And then when DT would walk, girls just be passing out and throwing draws at him, hitting him on the side of the face. And what happens to me? I'm walking with them, and I get some old dude out of a Ford F-150 yelling, "Hurry up, get out of the road, fat ass." You know what I'm saying? That's literally what it was like hanging out with you two.
Move the cattle.
Move the. I didn't know cattle. This area isn't zoned for Negro cattle.
Negro cattle.
This is a
zone for Negro cattle.
This is a Negro cattle free zone. You know what I mean? So move your ass out the way. It was hard being y'all friends. It was difficult being the fat guy. Now, of course, I was trying to be, young and hip with you 2 mother effers, because you guys, our ages are separated by at least 400 years. And I'm trying to hang with y'all, and the only way I could get to hang with y'all is if I paid for everything. I'm not ashamed to buy my friends. What?
Yeah, and we ain't ashamed to be bots. So
Exactly. You right there.
like we got that. That's why we're friends. What are you talking about? We figured
Come
out
on,
our
Daddy
love
Warbucks.
language.
Call me Annie.
I'm okay.
It's a hard not life.
For y'all, you know what I mean? And Annie would always go and play with her other little friends, and then where would Daddy Warbucks end up? In his office by himself, working, stealing people's notepads.
Saying,
Yep.
save me, Punjab.
But I mean, it sometimes hanging out with you guys was, you know, it was always fun. But you know, I'm the fat guy. I was the grenade. I was the one that would, you know, be the one that would blow up all the fun. Ryan couldn't do anything because, you know, he was in a committed relationship at the time. This is prior to him getting married. You know what I mean? And me going to his wedding was a magic trick within itself.
I got you to travel way farther than you ever will travel for anything.
Only wedding invitation that cost me upwards to $10,000 to attend. Because helicopter rental back in them days was very expensive, and I was not about to road trip it from
This
my
is
home.
pre-Kobe discount, right?
Oh,
I was just gonna say that too soon.
too soon.
Ooh, too soon.
Pre-Kobe
Oh.
discount.
I'm glad the white guy said it and not the black guy.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, Ryan.
We're gonna get him canceled now. He's gonna be canceled.
It's impossible.
Man.
He can't get canceled. He's the wrong shade to get canceled. Oh.
I mean, pretty true for the most part.
Thank you,
Unless I
Ryan.
do some really outrageous stuff.
It's still.
But I mean, I got to ride my white privilege right into not being canceled. You know
Right,
what I mean?
you could go outside and fire off a couple of rounds into. Never mind, I'm not going to finish that joke. But nevertheless, I did attend Ryan's wedding, and man, it was the potted plant experience like you never have seen before. I got there, I ate the marshmallows.
Yes, he did.
s'mores, yeah.
I appeared in some pictures,
Yep.
and then I genied myself out of there. I mean, and they were like, where did the biggest thing in this wedding go?
That is true.
But that was proof that I was there.
Yeah.
I mean, Corey made that 7,000-foot venue feel like a 1,400-foot box, so
Yep.
it's fine.
Yeah, I brought both butt cheeks. I squeezed them into a suit that I've had since 1864.
It was a Steve Harvey suit too.
It was
Steve Harvey and Kobe, man, too soon.
It was a Steve Harvey suit that I had to squeeze into, so the tag read Steve Harvey. You know, so it worked out perfectly. But I went to Ryan's, you know, wedding for the food, and of course, you know, looking at Ryan, none of it was seasoned. But the thing that was important is
We
that
had marshmallows. Dude wants hot sauce on marshmallows. What am I supposed to do?
you don't have to season marshmallows. That's why they were good.
The only food there was the s'mores bar and the ice cream. The ice cream they made in front of you too. That was legit.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was legit.
I
though.
missed that. But I
And
was
then-
there.
And then there was a a photo booth off in the garage. So if you had someone or wanted someone, just go take random photos in the photo booth. I spent my whole night in the photo booth.
And no one ever figured out that third camera was down there in the corner, which I later retrieved.
That was actually where OnlyFans was conceptualized.
Yeah, it was called Only Rye.
And it was for bread.
And when you went in the booth, something did rise. Oh, Jesus.
We call that the yeast.
We call
CVS, man.
That's good and bad. You can get infected that way.
Absolutely.
Jesus, I'd like to get infected anyway. The thing that was great about that is that the food was good. I had never been to a millionaire wedding before, and lots and lots of rich people.
Yes, I felt so out of place.
And I am one of them.
One of 4 black people there.
I am one of them, but I wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying?
You was rich, but there's a difference between black rich and white rich.
Yeah, I wasn't in that rich.
See,
you know?
there's a difference between black po and white po, and then I was third world I can't even speak right now. I can't even.
Third war.
I was World War III poor.
Dude, you were Afghani poor. Too soon? Too soon?
No, I think this is the right time for Afghani jokes.
A little too soon?
It was me
you gotta
and
be
one
right on
other.
it.
There was me and one other half breed there. We made the fourth black guy.
And I did everything I could to try to get DT drunk, but then I had to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here. And on the other side of this, more fun and more thrills and my story behind why we didn't have a show last week because I'm fat and I can't control myself. You're listening to Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back after this. Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me a Phi.
Phi.
What does that spell?
Spotify.
Spotify. And guess who's on Spotify?
Joe Rogan.
I am.
Oh, Fat Guy.
Fat Guy Radio Show's on Spotify.
How much money did we get? The 200 million?
Man, we haven't even crested 200 people. We need to tell people about the fact that Fat Guy Radio Show is on the Spotify app.
Can we watch for free?
No, you can't really see the show on Spotify, but you can hear the show on Spotify. And what's so cool about the Spotify app, it's built into some cars, into the in-dash navigation system. It has Spotify, so people can hear us when they're out on the road, when they're taking their road trips, when they're driving their family around the city. Fat Guy Radio Show is on Spotify. So all you got to do is go to Spotify and look for Fat Guy Radio Show and add us to your favorites.
That sounds fancy. I'm going to go right now and add us to our favorites.
You ain't got Spotify.
I do, though. Somebody got to listen to Joe Rogan.
This isn't a Joe Rogan ad. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, DA.
Why do you keep talking about Joe Rogan? This is about Fat Guy Radio Show.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me a Phi.
Phi.
What's that spell?
You missed the I, but Spotify.
Add us to your favorites on Spotify. That Guy Radio Show is on Spotify.
Yay!
That Guy Radio Show. What's on your mind? We'd really like to hear.
Back to the fun and folly. It's Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the last days, the end of summer. End the summer on a high note with extra low prices at Walmart.com. Labor Day savings on electronics, cookware, and more. Start your free trial of Walmart Plus, and your orders will ship for free with no minimum. Get started today through the Walmart banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com, and we thank you for doing so. All right, well, welcome back to the showdy. Whoa for our live streamers. I do apologize for our video feed. It seems that we are having some connectivity issues. We're going to blame it on the thunderstorm and all the rain, and that has come and pretty much gotten into our wires. Clearly, first it was Ryan, and now it's the home base. And
I passed mine off.
Of course,
that's all you know.
The one with no problems is DJ.
Hey.
And that's all you guys, that's all our viewers come to look at anyways, DJ. So last week we weren't here, and it was something that is a very rare occurrence that a show is postponed, but it was due to an illness. I was sick. Little D was sick. DA was sick in the head. And DT, of course, didn't care that we were sick. So,
Not entirely true, but mostly true.
yeah. So basically, the reason why we were out is because of me being sick. And when the big guy is down and not able to perform, which happens, you know what I mean? Normally, I try to keep my sicknesses, Monday through Wednesday, and not have them spill over into a Thursday to affect the show. And we've all played hurt, but last week it was just impossible. And basically, what happened is this is the story of the corn dog that almost killed me.
Wow, it was a corn dog?
Yes, I said a corn dog. Look.
That's because you're supposed to eat them,
Yeah,
not freeze them and
You're right.
use them as.
they're orally, not anally. I get it. I read the instructions. But this is what I did. So I thought I was brave.
thermometers.
A lot of stuff had happened over the weekend, personal stuff, and we open up here. I was in an emotional black cloud.
Ooh.
Just a bad place. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be brave and I'm going to take on the Rona and I'm going to head out into the city. And I'm going to go visit a grocery store deli. One that I have frequented quite many times before. Okay. One that I have gone to several times before. So I'm not unfamiliar to this deli.
Was it the Safeway on 7th Street in McDowell?
No, it was not the singles hookup deli. No. Okay. It was just a deli. Just a normal deli that I always go to.
A deli?
A deli. And I thought I was just going to be brave. I was going to take on the COVID because, I have not been going anywhere. I don't even know what the outside of my house looks like anymore. All I know.
I passed by your house the other day. It does not look nice.
No, it doesn't. I can only imagine the dead pigeons all over. And by the way, the dead pigeons update. It's not just my house. They're all in the street now. I mean, the whole neighborhood is just coated in dead pigeons.
In case you didn't know, Ryan, Corey had an incident where pigeons were flying in his house is now like the crossway between the pigeons. And they were just smacking against the back of his house and falling to their deaths.
Yeah, Pigeon Death Central is basically what I was hosting at my house. I was
it's like Maze Runner for pigeons.
I was the gateway between pigeons and death. It literally was me. I am the Grim Reaper of the pigeons.
It was
Grim Reaper, yeah.
Pigeons Inferno.
Literally, and it was it was a hard thing to deal with, but nevertheless. So I thought I would be brave and go out and venture in, and I said, you know what? I'm going to get myself up out of this funk, and I'm going to try to get myself some a corn dog. I have been craving a freaking corn dog forever, and I was too nervous to go to Sonic, but then I had built up the nerve to go to the grocery store deli and walk in. It took me days, DT. Don't look at me that way. It took me days to come up with the courage to do this, bro.
I'm trying to find the logic here. Like, I'm too scared to go to Sonic. Yeah, you can get your food delivered from Sonic. Just saying. And Sonic is a reputable food source. Just saying.
Yeah, but that reputable food source comes with grimy COVID-covered teenagers on skates.
I mean,
yes, okay. I
but is it not
there.
A grimy covered teenager behind the deli at your grocery store too?
But here's my thing.
I guess they're not wearing skates.
Here's my thing.
The line is skates. We just realized that.
The line has to be
if they're wearing rollerblades or shoes or trainers,
okay.
Heelys are even fine.
Yeah, a skateboard. I had a Sonic worker come out on a scooter. It's fine.
Segway.
Like
Segways can't get COVID.
Here's detailed logic when it comes to this on why I would have chosen Sonic over the deli, even though you frequent this deli pre-COVID. Have you ever been to Sonic? There is no dine-in area.
No.
They close themselves off in a box, make your food, and then one person is designated to go out and take that out there and then go back in. So that's the extent of going out into this COVID-infested world. Whereas this deli is located in a supermarket.
Yeah.
And the supermarkets can no longer force people to wear masks. They suggest it, but a lot of people don't wear them.
The employees still do.
The employees still do, but they are wearing their masks in the middle of this storm of people who don't want to wear a mask and may or may not be vaccinated are breathing. So let me see. Closed off quarantine area where one person is designated to go and almost die to give you your food? Or do I want a corn dog in the middle of a gene pool?
We already solved this, though. We totally solved this. The thing is skates. Skates are the line. If everybody
If the people at the deli wore skates, I wouldn't.
You're
go.
done.
I wouldn't.
He
go,
couldn't have went
okay?
there. Nah, he's got to punch his hands out of there. No way. I will
Too rich
not
for
have
my
anything
blood.
to do with these.
Too rich for my blood.
But I wanted a corn
He's
dog.
jealous. That's what it is. He's jealous of the skates.
I am.
That's why he can't skate.
No.
Because it's not because he doesn't know how to skate. It's the skates have a certain weight requirement,
Yeah.
and he would break them.
I will tell
They
you.
That's why
become-
the
they
XL
become-
Segway is the way to go right there. The
I will
XL
tell
Segway.
you-
Move over Pfizer. XL Segway saves me.
Me on skates. I will give you a perfect illustration on what it looks like with me on skates. Crate challenge. Okay, so
I see it.
so
I
I
can see it.
I wanted a corn dog, but my corn dog desire. And thank you, boys, for patting while I fix the video situation.
Oh, I didn't even know that's what we were doing. I just thought we were really
Doing
trying to
the
figure
show?
out
Yeah.
why
No.
you would choose a deli
You guys honed
over
in.
a reputable food source.
You
I
honed in
legitimately
on that
skates.
corn dog, and the corn dog isn't part of is just a very small inkling of the story. But the
okay.
corn dog craving was birthed from my TSO chicken desire that this deli is known for. They have this TSO chicken that's really, really yummy. So I go to the deli. They didn't have TSO chicken.
Let me stop you right there.
What am I saying
hold
it
on,
wrong?
hold on. When he said we horned in on the on the corn dog, my mind immediately went. He went for the corn dog, but I bet you this fool got some chicken. That's what I thought, and then I was gonna say, Corey, isn't it well documented on this show that you usually get your chicken from a reputable chicken source,
Normally.
as like KFC or a Church's,
But
preferably
DT.
one where their manager is not smoking in the backyard. I'm just
Also,
saying.
hold on. He just said TSO chicken, like it's TSA chicken, like it's gonna fill you up or something when you're trying to get on a plane.
It's
I know,
TSO
right?
chicken. It's like that's what
So chicken.
it's chicken. So what chicken, Ryan?
So
what
said
chicken?
TSO chicken
It
and
was-
TSO chicken.
Who told
General.
nobody told me the T was silent. The T was there, so I read the T.
And I think it's pronounced Sal.
It's
I think it's
so
I think it's-
Sal.
I think it's pronounced Sal.
No,
General
hold
Sal
on.
chicken. I could be
I'm
wrong.
on the prowl right now.
I think it's General Sal's.
It is General TSO chicken. Because that's when I walk up to the deli before COVID and I would say, hey, can I have a quarter pound of General TSO chicken? It was always TSO. Am I not supposed to pronounce the T?
I don't know who. Puts
I have no
tea on
idea. I'm looking it up right now because I
don't know
need
who
to know.
put
That is
tea
a
on
need to
their
know
chicken.
thing.
I don't know who put tea on their chicken. That must be a UK thing. I'm not sure, but
The thing
with tea on the chicken, it's so. I'm just saying
it is so. So while Ryan looks that up, I went to the deli wanting the TSO chicken, which is a spicy sauce-based chicken. And I normally get that, and I get a side of mashed potatoes. Yes, from a grocery store deli, folks. Look, DT, don't judge me.
Okay,
Look. I was in my emotions, okay? I was under a dark cloud. I was fattening myself up. I was like, COVID to hell. I'm going out into the general public, long as there's no roller skates, and I'm going to get myself some General TSO chicken and some mashed potatoes. That was the original craving. And when I got there, they didn't have General TSO chicken. All they had was boneless wings, which I tried to argue with them. Those are chicken nuggets, but she said, no, those are boneless wings. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm going to go for the corn dog. So I reached over into the pre-made, preheated open oven and grabbed myself not one, but two of these corn dogs for $1. And then I had her make me a side of mashed potatoes. Do we have a definitive answer on the T in front of the so in front of the chicken?
So you'll never forget this because you're a fat guy. It's sow chicken. Sow.
What does Sal have to do with the chicken? He made it?
Like a sow.
It's what, Ryan?
Like a pig?
It-
Like
wait,
a sow?
What
I'm
is it?
so offended right now. Am I not?
All right, good. I'm just making sure you understand that you'll never
So-
forget how to pronounce it ever
so it-
again.
so it is.
It is the official chicken of Fat Guy Radio Show, sow chicken.
So it is Sal, like I said.
Sow. Yes.
So I was right. I mean, I'm not
DK was
Asian
right.
or anything, but I do eat a lot of chicken,
True. So
and I don't put it in tea.
So
Just
it's
saying.
so it's pronounced General Sal chicken. is
Yes.
what it's pronounced?
Yes.
Okay, so I went to get the General Tso chicken, and they didn't have it available. It wasn't available. So I said, you know what? Just give me the side of mashed potatoes, and I'll grab myself a couple of hot. I'm in my emotions, man. I'm in my emotions. I'm depressed at it. I'm stressed at it. I need it. I was there. I had on 8 masks, a hazmat suit, security around me with fans blowing the air in the opposite direction. I took care of myself. I made it safe. And I went into the deli and I got this, and then I got home. And yes, I know what you're thinking, and you're probably asking yourself as you're listening to this driving in your car, did Corey dip the corn dog in the mashed potatoes?
Who doesn't?
And the answer is yes,
course.
because I got the mashed potatoes with no gravy.
I would have dipped it even with the gravy.
Yeah, I didn't want I didn't want.
What type of psychopath wouldn't dip their corn dog in the mashed potatoes? Like, those people have problems.
I didn't want
Exactly.
I didn't want the gravy, boys, because I was watching my calories.
I was gonna say, even better question: what kind of psycho gets mashed potatoes with no gravy?
Without
But
gravy.
obviously, if Corey's watching his calories, that means he's going crazy. Just saying.
That's why he has to pronounce it Tso chicken, so he knows it's not sow chicken because it sounds slimmer that way.
So with the T-cell chicken, I didn't get it. I dipped my corn dog in the mashed potatoes, and basically this whole thing was just me succumbing to the emotion of the time that I was in. You know what I mean? And clearly the corn dog, the lamp lighted corn dog, did not agree with me. And when I was eating it, something in my mind was saying, this ain't just right. Something just ain't right with this. You know, there's a funny taste. There's a funny something going on in it right now. And there's like something just ain't seem to be right with this corn dog. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling myself that while I was eating it.
Oh.
And I did it to myself. I did it to myself. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't do it to myself, and so it basically it was just completely trash, and it took me out. I developed a very slight fever for a couple of days. It was really weird. And don't think for a minute that when the moment I started feeling ill, my shirt didn't touch my back. I was getting a straw up the nose. I was getting some blood. I'm like, oh Lord, did this corn dog give me the COVID? I didn't got the corn dog COVID.
Corn dog COVID.
I literally.
That's the worst kind of COVID.
That's the worst because
That's worse than the Delta variant.
Yeah, because it comes on a stick.
Exactly.
And you don't want to get the Rona on a stick.
With gravy-less mashed potatoes.
With
gravy-less mashed potatoes?
It could have been the mashed potatoes. I don't know what it is, but all I know is that
It could have been the mashed potatoes because there wasn't gravy on it. Everyone knows that gravy kills COVID.
But the gravy at the deli looked like it contained COVID.
It can't contain COVID because it kills COVID, Corey. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It kills COVID, Corey. Jesus. I was having a fat moment. It killed me. It took me out. I didn't do any of my shows last week. I didn't do this show. I didn't do any of the other shows that I'm a part of. Yes, Ryan, I am a radio whore now. I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? I'm
just a regular whore.
You know what? If people are going to use me for my mouth,
Killed the radio whore.
If people are willing to use me for my mouth, I'm willing to allow my mouth to be used.
Amen.
What? So it killed me. I was nearly killed by a corn dog and mashed potatoes because I was in my emotions, and I thought I was brave to take on the COVID. I should just stay my fat ass at home.
Doesn't Sonic have mashed potatoes? And
I
if
don't-
not, and if not, Corey's fat enough that he could have went to KFC.
Popeyes has mashed potatoes, and so does KFC.
I don't know where Popeyes are. They don't allow me in there. I'm not. My melanin.
But do they have
my
corn dogs?
melanin isn't. My
You
melanin,
haven't done the Popeyes like KFC chicken sandwich combo thing to see which one's better.
Thank you
The
for
Popeyes
listening.
chicken sandwich
Thank you
is
for
fine.
listening to the show, Ryan.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure you guys did do that.
Yeah.
And it was Chick-fil-A that we did it with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, right.
I didn't.
Yeah. That's
But
not
before
awkward.
we go to break, Ryan, I'll tell you what the new plan is, and maybe you could actually assist me with this.
He won't.
Because I need someone who's neutral to help me with. I'm gonna procure everything, but I need someone to set everything up for it, so it's a
He
blind
wants
taste
somebody
test for
to
me.
do it for him.
No.
Ryan's agreeing. You were such a mark, Ryan. Ryan's like, sure. What do you need for me to do, brother?
So what I want to do is
tell him no, Ryan. You're married with a kid.
I want to do a legitimate battle of the chicken sandwich, where we get a chicken sandwich from McDonald's, like their new one. That's supposed to be like the KFC or the Popeye one.
Still trash because it's McDonald's, but all right.
Yeah, we get the Popeye one. We get the basic, not the deluxe one, but we get the basic Chick-fil-A one, and then we get the new chicken. And then what we do?
What about Cane's?
We can do Cane's.
That's not a chicken. That's not a chicken sandwich.
But they put 3 fingers on bread. That's like a chicken sandwich.
That's not a chicken sandwich, Ryan.
That's a tender sandwich.
It's a tender sandwich.
Okay, so like, but it wouldn't qualify as being able to be a contender.
No, it's not a chicken sandwich.
Because all the other chicken sandwiches are one piece of chicken.
The chicken has to be whole.
You can't assemble a chicken sandwich.
I'm gonna cut the other chicken pieces into 3s as well, and then we'll be able to compare it. Because I'm actually very curious.
What you have then, Ryan, is a sliced chicken sandwich. Versus Cane's is that they intentionally cook them chickens separately and then put them on a bun. Now I'm not saying that I ain't ate 300 of them. I'm just saying that that's not a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, they won't be entered into the contest. But so I want to do this where all the chicken sandwiches are sitting there by themselves, and you label the plates or whatever and their corresponding bags and whatnot, and you give them to me, and I'm blind to them. I don't even want to look at them. I just want to taste them, and just go off of pure taste alone.
Sauce or no sauce? Because that's like, I think you'll just automatically know is the problem. Now you're not basing on the chicken.
We'll only do the sauce that comes with the sandwich. We won't do additional sauce.
Ryan, why are you so afraid of flavor?
No, see, I always get the spicy chicken sandwich at Popeyes, but if you give me that, I'm gonna know it's Popeyes like very instantly.
Well, I'm gonna know it's Popeyes too because it's gonna taste like peanut butter. But that's the thing is, I also want to do with the regular chicken sandwiches, but all these places have a spicy version as well, and compare the two to see, because sometimes the spicy one isn't as good as the regular one at certain places, and the regular one isn't as good as the spicy one at other places. So who has the best spicy one, and then who has the best regular one off of just a blind taste test? But if I do it myself, I would be biased because I'll know how everything's set up and which one is which. That's why I need someone else to help me with this. I'll get you your own sandwiches and everything too, so that you can eat whatever you want. But I need someone to set everything up so I can just do the eating.
Ryan,
logistical problems are you'd be eating cold chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, Ryan, if you do
not if we divide and conquer. It's 4 places right now.
He wants this so bad.
It's 4 places right now, and if I remember, I believe all 4 of those places exist in the south side right now.
Yeah. South side on the come up, for real.
Yeah, we have all 4 of those places in the south side in like a 2-mile area of each other. There's a Popeyes down there. There's actually the Popeyes might be the hardest one, but the McDonald's and the Chick-fil-A are right across the street from each other on 24th and Baseline. And then down the street on 7th Street, you have the Burger King, and I'm pretty sure right on the cusp of Tempe area, there's a
Popeyes.
There's a Popeyes. So we can get all 4 of those sandwiches.
I'm sure you can. What we got to do is we got to pay some bills because we have to. Oh, yeah, you gave me that 5 minutes ago, and then you talked yourself right over it. Don't rush me now, monkey. We got to take a commercial break here, ladies and gentlemen, because we got to pay for the abandoned house that Ryan snuck into to do this show. We'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
My brothers and sisters, this is what you got to do. You got to squeeze her. You got to mean it. You got to...
Sorry, wrong commercial.
What commercial were you trying to do?
I was trying to do a commercial to encourage everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Did you know that we have a YouTube channel?
I think I came across it once. It's called Fat Guy Radio Show.
We need to tell more people, DA, to be more engaged by subscribing and then hitting that little bell up in the top hand corner so that they are reminded every time there's a new episode posted on our YouTube channel.
Well, how do we get the word out?
Tell everybody to go to youtube.com/FatGuyRadioShow and subscribe. It's that simple. You can do it through the YouTube app, and you get an alert every time there's a new Fat Guy Radio Show episode posted. And you can go out there, watch it, share it on your social media, and invite all your friends.
I'm going to open my window and scream it now.
Everybody, go to YouTube. Fat Guy Radio Show. Subscribe. Hey,
Somebody threw a shoe at me.
You got to get the squeeze. You got to mean it. Ooh.
Fat Guy Radio Show. They're wacky, they're zany, wacky and zany. It's another wacky and zany show.
Just when you thought it was safe to turn the volume up again, Corey and the guys are back with more.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out our top Labor Day savings at the Home Depot. Save on appliances, paint, outdoor power equipment, tools, bath, home decor, furniture, and more. Take advantage of these deals and more through the Home Depot banner on FatGuyRadioShow.com. The Home Depot, how doers get more done. And welcome back to the Shuddy Whoa Whoa Whoa. For those of you that may be joining us on our live stream, I am your host, Corey Blaze. That is Daniel D.T. Taylor right there.
What's good?
And guest hosting with us throughout the entire program is our friend from the past and friend of the future and friend of tomorrow. The one and the only, the adorable man, the only guy that has been successful at avoiding any of my inappropriate advances, Ryan the Scott. Ryan the Scott is joining us.
Acquaintances.
I can never get over that line. I mean, no matter, the money that I threw at this cream to be poured into my coffee, just, man, the only, you know that you were trying to catch a rat. There's always that one rat that always escapes the snare.
Yeah, because he pushed the other guy in.
That's Ryan.
Ryan threw me at you. Said,
yo, can you check that cheese real quick? Can you check that cheese? Cool, thanks, man. I'm going to grab that cheese. I'm going to go eat.
And then the fat guy came down on him and suffocated the mocha and kept his carcass in the closet and pokes it with a stick. Well, nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuddy Whoa Whoa Whoa.
That's not a stick.
What
is it?
Oh, no.
You don't want to know at this point. If you don't know at this point.
Oh, no.
What is that, rice?
Don't touch my ta-la-la. My ta-la-la. All right, boys. Top 10 largest restaurant chains in the world.
Ooh.
Now, one thing that we can all still connect on is the fact that we do like to eat. And, even though Ryan has seemed to somehow avoid the COVID-15, he looks exactly the same, probably weighs less due to the stress of having a child and running around and picking Cheerios out of his navel. Ryan has clearly stayed Ryan, and I'm jealous of your hips and your perfect nips. I really hate your nipples.
Hips and nips.
I hate your nips, your hips and your nips. But top 10 largest restaurant chains in the world.
McDonald's has got to be number one, right?
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of in the world. I mean, do they have Taco Bell outside of America?
Are we guessing?
Yeah, let's guess. Let's guess and see. So you wanna know?
Number one has to be McDonald's.
Number one has.
If this was Family Feud, I'm hitting McDonald's for sure.
Okay, well, let's go to the Family Feud response. McDonald's is not number one.
Oh, but is it on the top 10?
It is on the top 10. It's in the number 2 spot.
Ooh,
okay, so there's something bigger than McDonald's.
There's something, and I was surprised to learn this, but then I wasn't surprised to learn this when we unveil who's in the number 1 spot. But you said Taco Bell earlier.
I said Taco Bell has to be in the top 10.
Taco Bell is not in the top 10.
I said what I exactly said was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
McDonald's is the only one I know because do they even have Taco Bells in other countries?
Yeah, I would say Starbucks is probably on there if it counts as a restaurant, but maybe it doesn't.
Starbucks is on there with 29,900 locations as of November 2019, folks. Now,
Does that make it number 3?
It makes it number 3. Now, hold on, wait a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2. Another Starbucks just opened. So they're still in the number 3 spot. It's just 29,901.
Can you give us a hint of the type of food that the number 1 makes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's fast.
Okay, so there is a fast food joint. But would you have called Starbucks a fast food joint? Because I kind of don't consider.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? This is what it actually says. It says top 10 largest restaurant chains.
restaurant chains
in the world. Okay. But there's one on here that's in the number 10 spot that I'm just going to give you because I have never heard of this. Hunt Brothers Pizza?
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of Hunt, but
that might be an East Coast thing because I don't think there's one in the West Coast.
They have 7,500 locations worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah, and 70,000 of them are in New York.
Probably so.
It could. I'm trying to think what else might be big. Like, if it was
Hardee's,
Canada,
Carl
right?
Jr.?
Hardee's.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Tim Horton?
No, Horton did not hear the Who on this. No, it's not on this top 10.
And this blew restaurants.
But these places blew my mind because I didn't realize how big they are worldwide.
Well, then go down the list.
Subway. Yeah. Subway's got to be on there.
Rye.
Subway on there.
Rye. Number 1.
Subway
is number 1 with 41,500 locations worldwide. McDonald's is a close second with 37,900 locations. Starbucks comes in third with 29,900 locations. KFC.
Wow, really?
With 22,600 locations worldwide.
So are like a bunch of those in the South? Because sometimes I have to drive to hit a KFC. I'm just saying, like they're kind of sparse, like Burger King.
You have to drive to hit KFC because you live in South Phoenix, and the reason why you have to drive to hit the KFC is because everybody in South Phoenix hit the KFCs that used to be down there.
Or
that's true.
They eat churches instead. Southside's churches.
It's
churches town.
Yeah, because churches
like 3 or 4 churches down there for sure.
It comes with a dime bag. You know what I mean? You can get a 10-piece in a dime bag with mashed potatoes and corn.
They
keeps you hungry.
They base their chicken in base.
Number 5. I don't see how, but I don't know how, but it's true. Number 5 with 18,500 locations.
Burger King.
Close. Not the King, the Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut with 18,500 locations. But Rye, don't cry. Because the King is coming in right under the Hut with 17,800 locations worldwide at number 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Burger Kings in South America when I lived down there. So, like, more than McDonald's. So that's why I think that the Burger King could get in that list because it ain't popping in Phoenix, that's for sure.
I love Burger King. I got a new one by my house, and I visit there all the time when corn dogs are killing me. Number 7, you play this game a lot in South Phoenix. There's normally beer involved. Domino's coming in at 16,300 locations worldwide. Who knew you can get Domino's in France?
That's pretty impressive.
But do you think
know where I'm getting it from?
Do you think that the French people look down on Domino's like the Asian community looks down on what's the fast food Chinese food place that we
Panda
Express?
I'm gonna say no.
No,
because
I think the Italians might. Right?
Yes, that's what I was gonna go with. That I think you're thinking of the Italians.
Oh yeah,
might
you're
look
right.
Down.
Yeah,
because it's not a real pizza.
It's not a real pizza.
I could get Domino's in South America too. That's the that was the pizza spot.
French are like, oh, we la pizza.
and Right, you do know we have food.
I'm very fluent.
We have food here in North America too.
I'm just saying.
Number 8 is something that DT used to do on the basketball court. Dunkin Donuts. Number 8 at 11,800 locations. And this one...
Oh, wait. You said 11,800 locations?
11,800 locations of Dunkin' the Donuts.
And so I just want people to know that's worldwide. However, 11,799 of those locations are located in Massachusetts. Just saying. It's Dunkin' guy.
And this one was really interesting to me, coming in at number 9 at 8,100 locations. I think I've been to this restaurant once.
Black Bear Diner.
Baskin Robbins.
Oh,
they have 8,100 locations worldwide.
They used to be like the epitome of ice cream because they had 31 flavors.
Yeah,
and it was Baskin Robbins. Then it went to the reins moved over to Dairy Queen. because that's how, at least when I was growing up, it was.
I feel like Cold
everywhere.
Stone kind of
You didn't even let me finish.
Nah. See, Dairy Queen didn't ever get it like Cold Stone did.
Before Cold Stone came around, it was Dairy Queen.
The Queen, baby.
Bro, there was 4 Dairy Queen locations in South Phoenix. What are you talking about? We didn't get the Cold Stone until we were in high school.
Water and Ice, for me at least, it was like Baskin Robbins. Water and Ice is another place where you get ice cream if you're trying to get the ice cream spot. Then Cold Stone came around and you're like, I want to be bougie and have some ice cream. I'm gonna go to Cold Stone.
There was nothing like going.
You can find Papa Bear in Cold Stone. You ain't catching him in a Baskin Robbins.
There was nothing like driving over to not Central. I think it's Central and Rozier. There was a Burger King right on the corner, and right behind that Burger King was a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And you used to beg.
It's still there.
Beg my daddy for some King and Queen.
King and Queen.
We used to go get the King and the Queen.
It's amazing, but I think I've been in a Baskin Robbins once. I couldn't even tell you where one is right now. And then at number 10, with 7,500 locations, is that weird Hunt Brothers Pizza place.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of.
Now on that
so
same
3 pizza places in the top 10 though, which I think is kind of interesting.
Worldwide, this blew my mind. Is the reason why I wanted to bring it up, because it literally blew my mind.
And only 2 burger places.
Yep, and 1 chicken
Mickey
place.
D's and Burger King.
That's some racist stuff. That's some racist stuff.
Coffee, ice
3 coffee or 2 coffee places, because you had Dunkin and
Starbucks, right?
Starbucks.
You can't put Dunkin' in the same category for coffee with Starbucks.
Why not? Dunkin'
can't.
Guy. It's Dunkin' Guy.
No, you can't.
It's Dunkin' Guy.
Dunkin' is known for their donuts, not their coffee.
Who else is Starbucks competitor in coffee? Dunkin' Guy.
No, it's not.
Dunkin'
then you might
Guy.
as well put McDonald's in there, because McDonald's serves coffee too.
Oh, they try to be in the battle, but it's
so
Dunkin'
you'll give
Guy.
it to Dunkin', but you won't give it to McDonald's?
I said they try to be in the battle, but it's Dunkin' Guy.
It's not Dunkin'.
It's Dunkin' Guy.
It's not Dunkin', my dude.
The one I'm surprised actually that wasn't like number 10 is Dutch Brothers.
Exactly,
because I feel like I see a Dutch Brothers everywhere.
You're freaking weird if you don't know it's Dunkin' Guy. You're like a bag of smash ass butts. Like I'm telling you, you get your corduroys, get your car keys, and get in your car. Bro, it's wicked. You'll be wicked smart if you put Dunkin' in the conversation, guy. I'm just saying, okay, guy?
I have no idea what
it's
you just
Dunkin'
said.
Guy.
It's Dunkin'.
I ain't. If you go to Massachusetts, you don't see no Starbucks in Massachusetts, guy, because it's Dunkin' everywhere. I got a freaking free coupon on my phone right now. I sell you for the Dunkin' Guy. I ain't. I'm going to get some Dunkin' after the show, okay, guy? It's Dunkin' Guy.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're up on our last break here. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to try to figure out who the hell is Dunkin' the Guy. And we'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com. DA, if you're not going to be part of the show, stop chiming in on the live stream. We'll be right back after this on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yep. Corey, I do my makeup every single show day on Thursdays, but people won't see us if they don't know where to go. They can go to YouTube and like, comment, and subscribe to my beautiful face.
It's not just your face, it's all of our faces. My face is there, D-Tay's face is there, Little D's face is sometimes there.
Well, sometimes, yeah, he's on that N-word time.
But you're absolutely right, DA. We go through a lot to look good on our live stream. So we like to invite everyone to catch us out on our live stream. And the one greatest thing about the live stream is that people can interact with us.
I mean, they can comment live time, and then they'll be on the show.
And become part of the show.
Can I say like, comment, and subscribe again?
Say like, comment, and subscribe again.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Again.
Our
show streams live on Facebook on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And then you can watch us the next day on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/FatGuyRadioShow. It's amazing. Only thing about that on YouTube the next day, you can comment, but it won't be on the show.
I mean, but we'll see it because we watch me all the time on the playbacks.
Well, I'm on the show too, DA.
I usually skip forward.
Where do you think AK-47, Lady K, Martha Moo, and all those guys and gals get their fame from?
Me?
No commenting on our live stream, dear.
Oh, live on Bookface.
Live on Facebook, Thursdays at 7 p.m.
What time again?
7
p.m.
Pacific Standard time.
I'll see you there, maybe.
You have to be there, DA. You're part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, this ain't burn.
No, that was the last commercial.
Oh.
Fat Guy Radio Show.
Where did you get that muffin? Muffin button. I didn't install a muffin button. And where did I get this muffin?
This is Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Have you heard of the hottest show burning the airways across the pond? It's Afterburn. Corey and the guys get down and dirty, letting the tea and crumpets hang out. You can get all the fun and folly for only $5.78 pounds to watch and $2.17 to listen.
That's $8 and $3. I did the conversion rate.
Why wouldn't you do it? Just go to fatguyradioshow.com/afterburn and enjoy. Afterburn, my trousers are on fire. Afterburn, burning the gap. Afterburn, it burns so well. At fatguyradioshow.com/afterburn, which is our bonus show. That's very funny because DT and I were, and Ryan were talking before the show that we were dealing with some overseas organizations. And
that's why I did it.
That's why you did it.
You like the conversion rates?
I do. Let's put the real money back.
All right.
Well, do pounds offend you?
Yes.
Is that the problem?
It does offend me because I will never see 578 pounds ever again until I'm dead. The only way I can see my abs is with an X-ray.
I think it's called an MRI.
Every time I turn around, Rye, it's my birthday.
No, we call that a MRI. We don't say MRI.
MRI.
It's a MRI.
A MRI.
Do you even pronounce the I in it? It's just a mur.
You sure it's not General Murr chicken?
General Murr chicken.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out with us. And
TSO chicken.
I broke Ryan.
You're so dumb, bro.
TSO.
I broke Ryan 5 minutes after the joke.
Oh no, it was funny then. It's funnier now.
When he was saying that, I was like, is he talking about airplane chicken? TSA chicken? Like, what's going on?
That's how I order it too when I have gone. And and they don't have it anymore, and that's probably the reason why they took it off the menu, because they're like, this fat dude cannot pronounce this properly. We're not making it anymore. Nevertheless, I'll never go back to that deli because their corn dog tried to kill me.
It's a deli corn dog. What do you expect?
Well, I also had another fail. And boys, you're gonna
out of bed.
We're only talking about 2 this week. We're taking it down.
We're only talking about 2. Right. If I talk about my other fails, I'll need more tissue. Boys,
That's what Afterburn's for.
DT has the weight loss challenge that's going on right now. And I almost felt inspired, and my inspiration stopped as I went to purchase a piece of equipment that I had never, ever owned before in my life. As we know, the Rona forced me to buy a washer and dryer, which I had never owned before. Well, with DT doing what he was doing with his weight challenge, and of course, there may or may not have been the idea that if I buy this, I can probably bait him over to the house and offer him to use it, and get an old eyeball, sneak, you know what I'm saying? Install a camera. I was, thinking about this, and I started to do some research to buy this particular piece of equipment, and I grew more and more frustrated.
It's a Peloton.
It's not, but close. Oh. I was looking into possibly getting a treadmill, and I'm going to tell you what frustrated the crap out of me when looking into a treadmill.
What?
They have weight limits for skinny people. Who is 225 pounds and needs a treadmill? Why does a treadmill have a weight limit of 225 pounds? Shouldn't all exercise equipment have a weight limit of at least a metric ton for us fat people that want to use it? I can't get my ass on a treadmill that's 225 pound weight limit.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
What the hell is this?
I think you were looking at like the discounted.
No, I was looking at the NordiTrack, and I was looking at the Peloton. I didn't look at the Peloton because I knew that was going to be way too expensive. But I was looking at some off-brands too.
Those are skinny people fitness things.
Everything was.
They're marketed to, oh, hey, spend all your hard-earned money because you're successful on looking right and tight for that business meeting you got next week. That's their whole sales pitch. So when they put the weight limits of 225, it's saying, hey, if you get too fat to use your workout equipment, you should probably kill yourself. That's their whole goal.
Well, that's page 2 of my life. But page 1, I was like, you know what? I don't do my fat man walks anymore because it's 17,000 degrees outside. So I was like, you know what? I could get rid of some furniture in my living room. I could get myself a treadmill. And I was going and I was looking through all of these treadmills. I'm looking at the Zon. I'm looking at the Mart on the wall. I'm looking at the sports places. And I'm looking at all these places and they all have, I exceed the weight limit for 90% of the treadmills that I looked at, and the 10% of treadmills that I didn't exceed the weight limit, I would have to refinance your house to afford.
Exactly, because they're made for gyms. I'm in the market for
this
right
is
now.
ridiculous.
For my weight loss program, I'm in the market for something super simple and easy. I need a giant duffel bag and about 2 50-pound bags of sand. And I just want to put that in there so I can just squat down, lift that thing up, shovel it over my head, walk down my backyard, drop it, and then pick it back up.
Hold on, you had me at squat.
And do it again.
I'm not done in visualizing squat. Can you hold on just a second, please?
Talk slower, please.
I want to.
I mean,
but do you know my pain when it comes to treadmills?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have that every time I try and buy a treadmill, which has been never. But what I will say is, think about this: those treadmills are made out of steel.
Yeah, you're skinny, Ryan. Congratulations, you're skinny. You can stand up against the wall and look down and still see your penis. Congratulations, Ryan.
Do you see how much stuff I have in my house? This is what I can afford.
It's not even your house. You're in some dude's house because he had better Wi-Fi.
Ryan has squatter rights right now.
Think about this for a second. Hold on. This is a whole like different idea behind the NordiTrack thing, but those things are made out of steel and are like, nah, no more than 350. Your legs are not made out of steel, Corey. What are you doing?
Let's double down on the pain, Ryan. Let's double down on that pain. Let's make sure that dagger is really good in there. Let's get that liver, Ryan. Let's get that liver with that dagger. Let's puncture that lung. Let's make sure we don't.
Your shin's gonna just go bloop.
Hey, all I'm
They're gonna be like, did you not read the weight limit? Click, click.
The quickest way to a man's heart between the 4th and 5th rib with a twist at the end.
We have to cancel it. I'm sorry. I can't. I want to buy a treadmill and I can't because I'm too fat for the ones that I can afford, and I'm too poor for the ones that I can
bungee.
I would say
you gotta get one of those bungee things that like go into the ceiling, right? Like you put it into the
This is no time for sex toys,
Ryan. Hold your weight up. Yes, that's what you need. Is you need a sex harness to hold up some of your weight so you can run on your treadmill.
There was a day Ryan didn't know about sex harnesses, and now he does. I need meat hooks. What does my boobs have to do with this, DT?
Just underneath.
You'd be under the weight limit if they can hold your boobs up for real.
Now I don't believe in kicking a man when he's down. But Corey, I will tell you,
here it comes.
If you were to have bought that treadmill, I would be at your house almost every day.
That's a lie.
No, I'm telling you, if you get a treadmill, I'm there.
I really seriously wanted one.
But if you want me there, you don't have to worry about if you can use it. I'll be there.
Oh, so you just want me to spend the $1,000 on the treadmill so that you can use it?
Exactly. But I have something to tell you. I walk naked.
Oh, well, all right. So let me go back to the Zon.
He's like, wait, which one? Hold on, I need this.
Delivery on Saturday. So no, I was just frustrated. I was like, how do they expect fat people to get even better if we can't even fit on the damn equipment that's supposed to get us better?
That's the thing. Fitness is literally big business. They don't want you to get better. That's why fitness equipment is not. It's not affordable.
I exceed the weight limit for a treadmill. Do you know?
And the treadmills you don't exceed the weight limit for cost so much that they're bought by big box of fitness companies.
$5,000 to $8,000.
So you're gonna have to get a membership to a gym. I already know you're not going to not because you don't want to work out. It's because of the cesspool thing going on.
They wear skates. They wear skates.
They wear skates at the gym.
You gotta wait till they get segways.
But why is I'm not even
Segway at the gym on that treadmill on your Segway? You'll be fine.
I feel the burn.
That's like Paul Blart.
I feel the burn.
It's a never-ending cycle. They just want your money. They don't want you to be fit.
I wanted to get this because I'm not walking anymore because it's too hot. It would be really nice to have it. And then I was like, okay, I got this is where I really went wrong. So I said, okay, let me find one that has a minimum weight limit. And then I went and I weighed myself. And I wanted to see how close I really came to that weight limit. And then I was over the weight limit that they had on one model. And I says, okay, maybe if I get this one and then just use it lightly until I lose down to the weight limit, then I can go a little harder on it. That was my thought process, because I don't see myself spending $5,000 to $8,000 on a treadmill that has a weight limit of a metric ton. I don't see that. Why is it? It's fat shaming. They should have it. Every piece of weight equipment should have a weight limit that exceeds a obese person. How is an obese person supposed to get better if we can't freaking get on the equipment? It's not fair.
I feel you. And honestly, I don't think those weight limits are for I don't think if you just stand on it, it's gonna break.
That's what I was just thinking. Is that for actually the run that could happen, the jumping and the impact?
I think that's
because
the
if you're just
run
walking,
portion.
you might
if
be
you're
fine.
walking on it, you should be good.
But the weight limit, from what I discerned, is the weight limit is based off of how the equipment is constructed. So even if you're on there walking and you exceed the weight limit, you can pop a freaking joint on the break a piece of metal and it avoids the warranty.
That's just shoddy craftsmanship.
No, it's just
if you're making
mashed
stuff
potato
out of
dipped corn dogs.
If you're making a treadmill out of steel and you can't get it to at least have a maximum weight limit for
500, 600 pounds, 800 pounds,
then that's just shoddy workmanship. You're literally trying to mass produce these machines with as little effort as possible to get them for and sell them for as much money as you can.
I got the solution right here. Buy it, walk on it. If it breaks, tell them it was mine. I walked on it, and then I'll argue with them. White people always win those arguments, and I'll get you a new one, and we'll just rinse and repeat until you get down to the weight limit and it doesn't break anymore.
Boom.
You got to use my white privilege.
Thank you, Ryan. You're a white Ryan, you know what? We speak of your right privileges, but you know what? To be honest, you as hood as hood be, bro. You is the blackest white guy I know.
He's the opposite of you.
Yeah, you are. in all categories. Weight, melanin.
We are yin and yang.
Would you like
and
to?
I'm the Chinese guy.
Would you like to yang the yin? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time that we have for you today. My apologies to Justin Bieber. We just plumb ran out of time. Let me quickly remind you about the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Now with more. Open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. When you buy a t-shirt through our swag merch store, your purchase supports our small, independently owned business. FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Drop us a letter, comment, or question anytime to FatGuyRadioShow@gmail.com or send a gift. We love surprises to Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, and doing surprisingly well on TikTok. Follow, subscribe, and share us if you will. Tell everybody you know about the show, and when they ask you what's it all about, through your mask, tell them they'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. Special thanks to Ryan Scott for sitting in with us today. Thank you, Rye.
people.
You sexy cup of cream. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good?
And in absentia, Doug the D.A. Andrew, and my little brother, DJ Little D.
Yeah, buddy.
I've been Corey Blaze with our show mantra, skinny people.
That's me.
Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. We're all stronger together. See you at the top. Good night.
Hello.
Later.